Hey guys, I'm back again. Time to get into the NFC South. Let's get right into this. Alright, let's start off with Atlanta, who has a battle going on for the nickel defensive back spot. This is pretty important. Nickel has become a pretty important position in the NFL, because a lot of teams are now using that slot receiver more and more, and a good nickel back can be the difference between shutting down an offense or giving up big plays. And 3 questions. One is, can they take the division back from the Saints? Last year they did get back to the playoffs. They were a wild card team, did not win the division, the Saints did. So can they take that division crown back? The second one, pass rush. They've been struggling with the pass rush for a long time. And now they got some pieces. They have Vic Beasley, Takk McKinley. Those two can make an unstoppable duo. And the last one is just the touches at running back. They have 2 really good running backs in Freeman and Coleman. Now, can they spread the ball around and make sure those 2 are happy? Let's move on to Carolina. They also have secondary battles with the outside corners. Not really sure who's going to be the starters right there. 3 questions for them. One is McCaffrey. They drafted him 8th overall last year. Had a pretty good rookie year. Had 80 catches, ran the ball pretty well. Now, can he take over that starting running back role from Jonathan Stewart? The wide receiving core. They trade away Calvin Benjamin. Their best receiver right now is Devin Funchess. That doesn't really spark excitement to this receiving core. Can the Panthers have a solid receiving core to help out Cam Newton? And this last one's just a little thing, but they had to replace Star Lotulelei. He wasn't a stats guy, but he was a guy that could stop the run and pretty much do a lot of things on the football field at the defensive tackle spot. He's a guy that wouldn't put up the big stats, but he was a really good guy to have at D tackle. Are they going to be able to replace him? They signed Dontari Poe. Can he take over? I know he's another guy that's really good. Alright, let's move on to the Saints. And this was the same problem I had with Minnesota. They really have all their starters set. Well, all except one. They do have to figure out who their starting tight end's going to be. 3 questions. One, it's got to be Drew Brees. How much longer can he keep putting up these monster stats? He's getting up there. It's just like with Brady. How much longer can he keep this up? Can this defense keep improving? It wasn't too long ago that New Orleans just kept being the worst defense in the league. Now, they're middle of the pack. So can this defense keep improving and possibly become a top 10 defense? With the talent they've been getting? Maybe. And how are they going to react after what happened in the playoffs last year? I'm sure the Saints, and in particular Marcus Williams, are seeing that Stefon Diggs touchdown over and over and over again. What do they do after that in what was a really good year that just ended on a really bad play? Finally, we have the Buccaneers. Doug Martin's no longer there. They have got to figure out who their starting running back's going to be. They had Chris Rogers. They drafted Ronald Jones. Who's going to take over that starting running back role? And 3 questions. 1, well, is Winston's 3-game suspension. What are they going to do so that they don't fall behind and possibly be knocked out of the picture before their season can ever begin? You start off 0-3, especially in the NFC South, which is going to be one of the best divisions in this league. You can't really rebound from that, or it's going to be tough to rebound from that. Which brings me to my next question. Are they ready to finally compete for a playoff spot? Well, we'll see what happens in these first 3 games. These first 3 games you wouldn't think are a big deal, but they are. They are really a big deal for this Tampa Bay Buc team and really needs to get back to the playoffs sometime soon. And their defense. Their defense was literally the worst defense in the league last year. How are they going to improve? Or are they going to improve? Alright guys, that was the NFC South. All I have left are the West divisions, and then I'm done. See you next time.